And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the From Pillar to Post SmackDown post-game show. Gotta be honest with you guys, I thought it was actually a pretty damn good show. I mean, wrestling-wise. Storyline-wise, not so much. Storyline-wise, it's like, throw everybody into a fatal five-way. Again. Throw everybody into a fatal five-way. I swear, I'm getting sick and tired of these multi-man matches. It's like we can't pair them up individually. So we're just going to throw them all together in fatal four-way matches. I don't get it personally. I just don't get it. I don't mean, is it because they just give up creatively? I mean, is that what Vince does now? Why is this telling me that my stream output is low? Let me close a few things here. I am going to be taking your phone calls tonight. Go ahead and call the show if you wish to. 434-710-4900. That's 434-710-4900. Speaking of Dolph Ziggler being on this show, Ziggler was all over the show tonight. And there's a report out there that a Brian Hammond, who does the Locker Room podcast, again, this is a Scoops with a Z or News with a Z source, but he says Ziggler laid down the title, went away for 30 days, came back as number 30 in the Rumble, and tossed out kind of useless. He was already kind of 2 feet out the door, and it was at the 11th hour when they made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Big money, and the fact now that he'll stay, he's willing to put anybody over, do jobs, whatever on TV, and he can leave after his matches. He doesn't need to stick around the arena. He can take outside projects as long as they don't conflict with his schedule. Kind of a sweetheart deal, you know. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting Ziggler not to sign. I'll say that much. I full well expected Ziggler to stick around. Was there a part of me that was sitting there going, maybe he'll show up, maybe he'll, maybe he will leave and go elsewhere, but it's like, where the hell else is he going to go? I don't see him as a good fit in Japan. TNA would push him to the moon and main event him and just ruin him. Where else is he going to freaking go? They're not going to, to me, he's going to be like another Ryback on the indies. He'll float around out there, but there's no big money with him. Maybe he pops up in CWF Mid-Atlantic as a favor to Brad Attitude, but that's just me speculating out of my ass, of course. Sorry about that, folks. We're back live. YouTube is on the fritz tonight, looks like. It's still telling me my stream is bad. Maybe he pops up in CWF Mid-Atlantic as a... I don't know why YouTube is being like this tonight. Let's check something here. It says I'm good on Twitch, so if you're watching me on Twitch, thank you for watching on Twitch. Let me go over to my Twitch server here, see what's going on. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's YouTube being a pain in the ass. I don't know why it's wanting to play a damn ad. Really? Come on. It's my channel. Anyway, I'll go ahead and record this too, just in case something happens. I don't know why Twitch is doing this, guys. Or OBS even. Let me try this here. Let me cut this off. Anyway, let's get into SmackDown again. You know, they set up the, you know, Ziggler attack. You know, Ziggler gets attacked. Corbin gets attacked. Then we go to commercial. I got to admit, I like the idea of Zayn and Owens taking both of them out, because when they attack Corbin, I'm sitting here going, there's no way that they're not going to, you know, there's no way they're going to go in there and attack Ziggler as well. And damn if they didn't come to ringside and do it. So it was good on them for doing that, because I'm sitting there going, oh my God, here comes just another plot hole that they're going to go, you know, unexplained. And they didn't do that. So kudos to them for not doing that. Let me see here. Still trying to get these technical difficulties out my way. I'm sorry, guys. Let me retweet out the link. It's telling me now that everything's okay, but sorry if you're listening to this on the archive. There we go. Okay. So sorry about that again. So, but anyway, I thought the segment was good. I like the idea of them getting attacked. So then we have Sarah Logan with Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott versus Charlotte. And as soon as Charlotte comes to the ring, Becky Lynch comes out, and then Naomi comes out. So we have an even playing field, so to speak. And I like the idea of the even playing field. But the match itself was kind of meh. There was a lot of miscommunication, a lot of missed spots in the match, I thought. It's clear that those two just do not gel together. So it's one of those things where they need a little bit of an improvement there. I like the idea of when Charlotte was chopped, she kind of came alive and was, you know, pissed. So I did like that idea. But overall, I thought the match was just there. Charlotte ends up winning with a hell of a natural selection. Sarah Logan took it real good. I like Sarah Logan, but I think that they brung her up way too early from NXT. Hell, they brung all three of those girls way too early from NXT. But Anyway, Daniel Bryan's in the back and says Shane McMahon shows up, and Shane asks Daniel if Kevin Owens and Zayn are the people that he wants to be champion. And Shane says it's not going down like that. He says Baron and Dolph will both get shots tonight. Baron Corbin's going to face Owens. Ziggler's going to face Zayn. If Dolph or Baron win, they're added to the title match. And Shane goes, if your boys get involved, they're out of the Fastlane match. I kind of like that idea. I'm gonna say this: if they don't pull the trigger after Fastlane with this Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon stuff, it's gonna be just boring by that point. Something has to happen. I'm not saying Daniel Bryan's gonna wrestle, but I am saying that maybe Shane McMahon is gonna wrestle those two. I don't know how this works. It's a mess. Says Jonathan Miller in the chat room, just stopped by again to apologize. I'll miss tomorrow's show. Wish I could watch live, but Thursday morning's going to be a morning from hell. It's all right, man. As long as you're going to listen sometime or another. That's what the archive is for. That's what the archive is for. Thank you for stopping in, though. So then we get Kevin Owens versus Baron Corbin. If Baron Corbin wins, he's in the title match. I thought this was very good. Honestly, I enjoyed this match. I enjoyed this match immensely, especially like the finish when, Owens hits a super kick and then Corbin gets the end of days for the win. I really enjoyed it. A lot of good back and forth and a lot of good wrestling here. I enjoyed it immensely. Then we get this top 10, and they make it a deal to point out how Bobby Roode is number 5, but Orton is number 9, and then they immediately go, okay, we're going to do the Bobby Roode U.S. Open Challenge. And then they hammer in again when they come back from the break of Orton popping up and RKOing, Roode last week. And I'm sitting here going, part of the Open Challenge is that it's a surprise that we don't know who's going to come out. But they totally gave it away. And we got Bobby Roode versus Randy Orton for the U.S. Championship. Before the match starts, however, Jinder Mahal comes out. With Samil Singh. And they just cut a promo. Oh my God, this was just awful. This was awful. I hated it. It dragged on and on and on. And Bobby Roode goes, well, maybe you're not more ahead in the top 10 because you keep hitting everybody with an RKO out of nowhere. And Orton, delivering beautifully as only Orton can, goes like this, and he, hits the RKO on the Singh brother, and Mahal gives Roode a coloss, and then he does the same to Orton, and let me guess, triple threat at Fastlane. Another multi-man match at Fastlane. And then we get the New Day coming out, and this is just getting old. I'm sick of seeing the New Day. The sad part is they can't break them up because they have nothing for them individually. None of them as individuals will ever get over more than if they were a group. So they come out there and pour freaking pancakes on people, and they're going to have a pancake eating contest, and Big E shoves 50 fucking pancakes in his mouth, and then they get interrupted by Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, and we have the whole back and boring. The match was even boring. Although I will say that Gable doing the deadlift German to Big E was quite impressive. That's the only part of the match that impressed me. The rest of this was just freaking boring. The winners are Kofi and Big E. Who the hell cares? What is this going to? What is this leading to? Ziggler's in the back, and he gets stopped by Renee Young and asked about being away. And Dolph says, you know, I have to be more selective. And I came back to main event WrestleMania. Usos are in the back, and they're cutting a Sesame Street promo, complete with the graphics. The same damn promo that they've been cutting, and all of a sudden the Bludgeon Brothers destroy the monitor that the video is playing on, and then they stare at the camera and say nothing. I'm not looking forward to that match. I got to be honest with you. I think it's going to clash. It's a clash of styles. It doesn't look good on paper. This feud does not look good on paper. But I guess if anybody could get a good match out of these guys, it's the Usos. Kevin Owens is in the back. He apologizes to Sammy and says, Sammy can't lose because their chances of winning will go down even more. And Sammy goes, you've already let me down. There is no we in the championship match. It's every man for themselves, and now they're at odds again. The problem is that when they finally do break this team up, you know which way they're going to go. If this Zayn and Owens thing, if they ever break these two up, you know how it's going to go. Kevin Owens will go back to the mid-card. Sami Zayn will go back to the undercard. It's just, I don't get why they're teaming them up like this. It's so stupid to me. I mean, it was okay at first. But unless they pull the trigger on something again with this Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon thing that fuses into it, if they're going to turn Bryan heel, they need to go ahead and do it at Fastlane for real, man. Ziggler versus Sami Zayn. If Dolph wins, the triple threat match that is now a fatal four-way becomes a fatal five-way. Follow the bouncing ball. Good match. I enjoyed this match immensely, man. Dolph Ziggler, they're sitting there going 8 weeks away from the ring or 7 weeks away from the ring. Does he have ring rust? Nope. Ziggler's always been freaking fantastic in that ring. He's always been fantastic in that ring. And this match proved it. These two have chemistry together, I think. I haven't been watching SmackDown as much as Raw within the last few weeks, with a few months. But these two, man, they clicked tonight, and they had a hell of a match. Thought the match was really good. Told a hell of a story. They had Kevin Owens watching backstage on the monitor. I liked it. I liked this match immensely, man. I can't say enough good things about it. There was not a bad spot in the match that I could say that I could point out. They went out there. They told the story. They did a damn good job. It was a damn fine TV match. The ending was freaking amazing. The exploder into the turnbuckles and Zayn going for the hell of a kick, but Ziggler finally hits the super kick for the 3 count. I thought it was damn good. And that was SmackDown. Here it is. I've been recording or been online for almost 15 minutes. I did a video earlier today about WWE news and Powerbomb TV drama and Spyro the Dragon getting a remake. I did a really good episode of From Pillow to Post podcast, which actually premiered first on Twitch. So thank you guys for watching on that. But yeah, I mean, I don't get this whole thing of we got to make everything a 5-way. We got to make everything a 4-way. We got to make everything a 3-way. It's like, can't we have one-on-one matches? Why does everything got to be 3-way, 4-way, whatever? People already talking about how they're going to have 7 people in the chamber. It's easily. You start off with 3 in the ring. Why is that so impossible? Why is that so why is that so damn hard to swallow for people? Hell, you could even do an 8-man chamber match. Put 4 in the ring, then release the damn things. Maybe you attach 2 more pods to the damn thing. Have 3 pods on each side. 6 pods. 2 people in the ring. Could happen. It's going to take away from that little outside area, but who wants to take a bump on the fucking thing anyway? Hell, it's so dangerous to take a bump on it that they've added padding to it last year when they revamped it. So that was SmackDown. That was generally the news of the day. Nothing real big new, nothing big breaking. Jeff Jarrett is rumored for the Hall of Fame this year. I don't think he's going in. There's betting odds out there for which match will close WrestleMania. I'm telling you. It should be Nakamura and Styles. But it's not going to be. It's going to be Brock versus Roman. Anyway, folks, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. I'm sorry the video was so short tonight with all the technical snafus. See, how long have I been streaming according to YouTube here? It says I've been going 24 minutes, so... I mean, it's just one of those things where SmackDown is just uneventful. That's what everybody goes, oh, we want a 2-hour show. Well, you get a 2-hour show, you get a 24-minute review. It doesn't take that long to review it. I'm not here to dissect it move by move. Anyway. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here for the night. We'll be back tomorrow with the official, unofficial CWF Mid-Atlantic After Show. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And we will see you tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern.